evening or afternoon, whatever it is. We have some new items. So, couple things. We're going to use a bench. I've linked this bench as well. I've loved it. I've used it forever. And then I also have mini bands. Mini band work is phenomenal. It's great for if you're just starting out and we haven't quite yet gone into weight training. It's also great for when you are weight training to then utilize those mini bands to kind of really work on that intermuscular strength. Really helps with injury prevention and just working on kind of those interconnectivity pieces of the body for when you go on to bigger lifts. So very important on your mini band training, and I'm hyped that we're gonna use both of these today. So we're going to do some lower body and into upper body and abs, all with the bench and all with mini bands. So again, kind of to run you through here, we're going to go into a warm up. So I'm gonna run you through that, and then I will demo all the exercises for you for the 2 different blocks that we have. Couple pieces. Remember, you can always pause if you need to take a break, grab water, grab a towel, whatever it is. Or if also I'm going a little quick, you could always watch this at 0.75, 0.5 on your speed as well versus 1. So couple different pieces there as far as if we need to slow it down a little bit. This is for you, for your pace, for your workout, right? So I think we're ready to go. Cool, so we're going to start you off on your warm-up. So for your warm-up, we're gonna incorporate jumping jacks. So for your jumping jacks, right, you're out and in across the board. If you need to take out that jump, you can always step it here, perfectly fine. We're gonna go for 10. We're gonna kind of get that heart rate up and elevated. And again, if you're new here, I'm not very good at counting. So we might do 10, we might do 12. But again, if you're counting, then you're good for 10. Then we're going to go into arm circles. So you're gonna get nice and big here, really open up on the shoulders. We're gonna kind of go on this front, and then we'll go on the back and go the other way. Cool, week number 2, right? Week number 2, for those of you following along on kind of the weekly plan here. So I'm excited to get you rocking and get you rolling. This next time around, we're going to go into your hip openers. So we're going to go straight to the front, out to the side, and then bring it back down, right? So we're getting nice and warmed up, nice and loose, kind of here this first time around. The 4th and final exercise for your warm-up is going to be on a squat. So feet get nice and wide, right? Toes are gonna point out at an angle, and you are here. Squeeze your butt up on top. Again, we're gonna go into 10, maybe 8, something along those lines. Again, the focus here is to get the legs activated, get the hips open, and you're good to go. Cool, love it. Let's go. Round number 2 on your jumping jacks. So this will be round 2 of 2. Cool. Okay, taking you on the arm circles. So we'll take you here, get nice and big on the arm circle, on the chest, right? Really stretch it out here. Feel solid. Go the other way. This is a good one, you guys. I am excited for you. I'm excited to incorporate and introduce to you the mini band work. I think you'll like it. Hip opener here. And I think you'll go, okay, these are harder than I thought. Yes, they are a little bit, and that's okay. They come in 4 different resistance, right? So you have extremely heavy, extra heavy, and then down to extra light, maybe, I think is going to be the different levels there. Feet nice and wide for your squat. Push the knees out to the sides. Hips come through on the other end. Squeeze your butt up on top. We're gonna go for another 3 here, and then we're gonna shake it out, and we'll grab water. 2 and 1. Cool. Shake it out, grab some water, grab a towel. I'm going to talk you through kind of block number 1 here. So we're going to incorporate bands, we're going to incorporate the bench. So what we're gonna do first is gonna be lower body. We're going to go on our banded squats. Now, again, you have light, medium, heavy, and extra heavy on these particular bands. So I'm going to grab a little bit on the heavier side for the lower body, and then maybe I grab a little bit lighter on the for the upper body side. Again, you kind of pick here whatever makes the most sense for you, but you're going to have your band. You can have it above the knee, that's where I'm going to have it, or you can have it below the knee. Below the knee makes it a little bit easier. Okay, so this first time around, We're going to take you on the banded squats, but I'm gonna have you touch your butt down to this bench. If you need to, you can always hang on to something, but your feet are gonna be wide, right? So you have that tension on the band here. You don't want it to where it's pretty loose, right? So get your feet about hip width apart, and you're going to squat yourself down, hips come through, squeeze your butt up on top. So we will be there for that first exercise. Cool. Second exercise, we're going to go on what's called a clamshell. That's going to work the outside of the butt. So where you're going to go, I'm kind of off my mat here, but you're going to be down on your side. Your feet, or your legs, excuse me, are kind of like at a V formation. You're going to be down here on the elbow, and you're opening up with the knee. You're going to feel that all on the outside of that upper hip, outside of that butt, on the leg that's on the upper side. So we'll go 10 on that side, and then we'll flip it, and we'll go 10 on the other. And then we're going to flip you around for a hip thrust. Last week we worked on the glute bridge. The hip thrust, now our back is going to be on the bench versus laying flat on the ground. So where I want you to be, you're gonna kind of have that upper right underneath the shoulder blades on the bench. Feet are hip width apart, your band is still on, and you're going to look forward when you're on the down. When you raise your butt up, you will then also look up. So your neck is going to stay neutral in line with your spine here, and you're fighting your knees out to the sides as you go up and down this hip thrust. So you're going to be here, squeeze your butt up on top, looking up, and as you lower, you're still looking out in front of you, right? So again, squeeze your butt up on top, and this is you back and forth. That's your first block of exercises, and we're going to go through 3 times. Cool enough? Okay, spiritually, emotionally, mentally, get ready. We're going to go. I'm gonna go ahead and start my clock in 3, 2, and 1, and we're gonna take you 10 on that squat. So squeeze your butt up on top, barely tap that butt down to that bench. You're shooting the knees out to the sides as you squat down. 5, good. Suck your belly button in that whole way through. It's kind of a long way down there, right? So again, if you need to, you can always hang on to something as you go on this squat here. But we're really working on the range of motion and getting nice and low in that squat. One more time around, I think. There you go, that's for 10. All right, we'll bring you down onto the floor. So again, clamshell here. You're going to have your knees stacked on top, your feet stacked on top, and you're going to drive up with that left knee this first time around. Again, we're gonna go for 10 on each side. 5. You will probably already start to feel it on the outside of that butt cheek, outside of that hip, on that upper leg, right? Probably barking at you at this point. Got you for 9, got you for 10. We'll flip it around and we'll go the other way. Flip it here. You're going, Mindy, the mini bands are no joke. Correct, that is correct. I learned that very quickly on the mini band work. You can always bring that other hand down here if you need a little bit of support as well for that clamshell. 6, 7, maybe. 9, one more, and 10. Beautiful. I kept it easy for you, so now you're down on the ground, so you stay here. You're going to have, again, those right below the shoulder blades on the bench here. You're seated, you're looking forward, and as we drive the hips up, you're then looking up, squeeze your butt up on top, and you are here for 10, right? So kind of tuck that chin a little bit here. 3, 4, nice job. Find that little 1-second pause up on top, right? So squeeze your butt up on top for this hip thrust here. Very solid. Keep fighting those knees out on that band, right? Especially as you get tired here, you'll start to let those knees cave in. You want to keep those knees forcing out against the band. That's 9, that's 10. Very nice. Shake it out. Beautiful work. Okay, round number 1, complete. Assess. Do you feel good about your mini band? Do you need to go a little bit lighter? Do you feel like, I'm kind of cruising? Do you maybe need to take it up a little bit on your mini band resistance, right? Your hips are strong, your legs are strong, they carry you around all day, right? So if you feel like, I could go a little bit more, then go ahead and change out your band now. if you need to. If it's a little too intense with the band, we can always take it off. You can always come back to this workout another time as well, and then add that mini band back in, and you can just do a body weight for now. That's perfectly fine. So we'll take you around for round number 2, and we're taking you on right now, going for squats. Again, shoot the knees out to the sides, hips come through, up on top. 3, 4. Suck your belly button in that whole way through. Shoot the knees out to the sides as you squat down. Drive through the heels as you stand yourself back up out of the squat. Good. Stretch for 8, 9, one more, and 10. Hey, good stuff. I like it. We are cruising on this, whatever day it is for you. Let's call it a Monday, right? We'll go for 1. Go for 2 on the clamshell. 3, 4. Really fight again against that band. Really connect your brain to that outside of that butt cheek, right? That's what's opening up on that leg, and that's what's fighting against the band. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Flip it around. We'll go the other way. Whew. Okay, go for 1, 2, 3. Good job. Suck your belly button in too. You're making sure your core is nice and stable while you're here too. 7, 8. Good. 9. Find that little 1 second pause. 10. Marvelous. Okay. Feet are down, shoulder blades below your shoulder blades. It's gonna be right here on that bench. If you need to, you can always pause real quick, and you can grab a towel if this feels a little rough on your back, and you can put it right here. Helps you with a little bit of padding. Cool, now you're ready to play. Dig your heels in. You're gonna drive up through the knees, right? Shoot the knees out to the sides. Keep that chin nice and tucked, and work on the outsides of those hips. Got you for 3, 4, 5. Great work. Suck your belly button in as well that whole way through, right? A lot to keep in mind here. We got a lot of factors kind of working against us a little bit in this resistance. Got you for 8, 9. Keep the knees pointing out. And 10. Beautiful. Nicely done. All right. Round number 2. Round number 3. Here we all go. Shake it out. Grab water. Grab a towel. Pause for a second if you need to. Perfectly fine. This will be round 3 of 3. And then we'll go into kind of the upper body and into the core work. Again, with mini bands and with the bench. So, final time through here. Feet hip width apart. Shoot your knees out to the sides. We're going on the squat. Suck your belly button in that whole way through as well. Good job. Outsides of your butt cheeks are burning. Backside of your butt cheeks are burning. That's good. That's what we like, right? Going for 8. Going for 9. Going for 10. I hope that wasn't horribly counted and that was like 7. I don't think so, but again, not sure. Going for clamshell. That's 2. That's 3. Fight against the band here. 5, 6, 7. Good. 8. Stay smooth. Stay smooth. Keep your form here. 9 and 10. Very good. Very solid. Very spicy for these people. Okay, flip it. Other side. And we're going for 10. Final time here. Talk yourself into it. Talk yourself in. This is really helpful, again, on those inner muscles, right, and working on that connectivity here for when we take you on bigger lifts here in the next couple weeks. Good. 6, 1 more. 7, 8, 9, 1 more. 10. Beautiful. Okay. Look at us go. Shake it out. Get your life together as you take it on for your final exercise, final time through on this first block. And then you're past your halfway and you're living large, right? Dig your heels in. You're gonna root up out of those heels when you're up on the hip thrust. That's 1. Take you back down. Shoot the knees out to the sides. There you go. Find that little challenge up on top of that 1 second pause, right? Squeeze your butt cheeks, bring yourself back down. Good work, good work. Stay smooth here. You got 4, you got 3, 2, and 1. Nice, good job. Give yourself a little round of applause. Give yourself a little shakeout situation. You're cruising on day 4, week 2. Again, living large, I like it. That was probably a little bit heavier of a band than what you're going to use for block number 2. Block number 2, a little bit of upper body. We're going to incorporate the bench and we're going to incorporate bands another time around. But again, I will demo everything. So grab water, grab towel. We're going to go on push-ups, but we're going to go incline, meaning our hands are going to be on the bench. This does make it a little bit easier of a push-up. If you feel solid, feel like you can go to your toes, cool. If you need to, you can always, again, bring it to the knees, perfectly fine. But suck your belly button in here. You're going to drop your chest down to the bench, and you are here on your push-up. Again, if you need to, you can come here to your knees. Make sure, if you're on your knees, squeeze your butt, suck in your core, as well as on your toes, but I wanna make sure that your butt is coming with you as you go on that push-up versus coming here, right? So if you need to, you can always take it a little bit less on the range of motion if you find yourself kind of getting here on your butt in this motion, right? So you can always bring it just about there and then come through, but eventually we will train you with your chest all the way down to the bench. Beautiful, I love it. That's exercise number 1. Exercise number 2, we're going to grab a band. I'm going to grab the medium band, but again, this is probably lighter than what you just did on your hips and butt. So we're going to go hands right in line with your shoulders, and you're gonna go out against the tension and come back in still with the tension. So you are here on fighting outward with those shoulders. Where you're trying to avoid going is all the way here, right? See how you lost the slack in the band? You wanna keep that there and fight against that. You're talking about moving 2 inches, maybe, of distance, right? So if you need to, right, you can always go a little bit lighter on that band as well. Then we're going to go incline on a mountain climber. So mountain climber, typically you're on the ground, but we're going to take your hands here and you're going to really focus. We're gonna kind of slow this down just a little bit. It's not gonna be much of a jog, but it is going to be a drive the knee in, kind of hover, suck that belly button in, and then come back in. So this is really a lot of core. It's a lot of hip flexor. It's also a lot of shoulder because you're in that incline, holding your upper body up. So kind of go here, pause for 1, come back in, suck your belly button in that whole way through. And again, we're gonna slow down on that mountain climber. Final exercise, we're going to take your band and let's go around the feet, and we're going to go seated on a knee tuck. So I'm actually going to turn this for the demo just slightly. So we're going to be here, and you're going to have your band around, kind of down here at your feet, okay? Hands are going to be on the bench. You're going to drive up, and you're going to drive the knees into the chest and come back out. You're keeping that tension, again, on that band. So you're fighting kind of that outward a little bit. There's gonna be a lot of hip flexor, a lot of core, a lot of hip. Option here, you can always lose the band, right? And you can just do the knee tuck on the bench, that's okay. Or you can keep the band and you can let your heels come down between your reps. So you can come here, perfectly fine. Cool? Okay, love it. Those are going to be your exercises. So the first one, we're going to go incline on your push-up this first time around. And we are ready to go in a whopping 3, 2, and 1. We're going for 10 reps here on that push-up. We've been going at 8 for the most part on the push-up. We're going to go a little bit more now this time around because we've got that incline, right? So it's made it just a little bit easier on us with that push-up. I believe that's 7. Go for 8, suck your belly button in that whole way through, and that's 10. Again, you can always go to your knees, perfectly fine. Then, taking you on for your shoulder work here. So coming right off the push-up into shoulders, hostile combo. Here we all go. And we're gonna go for 10 again. So we're going 2, 3, 4. Again, you're keeping that arm up in line with the shoulder versus down here, right? So you're up here and you're fighting against that band just a couple inches and then come back in, right? Outside the shoulders are gonna start burning. If not yet, here anytime, and that's 10. Okay, cool. Taking you on the mountain climber. So again, hands are here, but we are slowed down, right? So it's very controlled. Suck your belly button in, drive it for here, go for 1, go for 2, go for 3, we're going to 10 in total. Go for 4, suck your belly button in, drive that knee, kind of right below the belly button here. We don't need to bring it all the way to the chest. Good. 9, 10. Perfect. Love it. Final exercise and the final time of round number 1. Let's put your, actually let me move slightly. There you go. Okay, feet are going to be out, right? Again, you're fighting against the band. We're driving here for 1. This is kind of awkward, so be aware of that. You might be a little bit wobbly. That's A-okay. We're driving for 3, nope, 4, 5, 6. Again, an option, you can always let your heels come down between your reps. That's A-okay. 7, 8, 9. A little bit more advanced is gonna be let the hands come up here for the knee tuck. Cool, love it. Round number 1, complete. Whew. How are the mini bands working? Are you a fan? Are you in? Living large, loving it? Okay, round number 2. Let's tack the shoulders a little bit here another time for your incline on your push-up. We're taking you on again for 10. Here we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Suck your belly button in. Make sure, again, we're not losing you and coming up here, right? So if you need to, you can always come to those knees. And again, your butt comes with you on this push-up. If we need to limit range of motion, that's A-okay as well. Cool. Got you for 10. All right. Going on your, whew. On and off. Here we go. Go for 1, 2. Fight against the band here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Fight to keep those hands up in line with the shoulders as well, right? As you get tired, you'll start to kind of creep down there. Stay up high. Suck that belly button in. 8, 9, 10. Great. Look at you, you're cruising. Okay, here we go. Again, a lot of focus on the core. Suck your belly button in, drive the knee, hover it. That's 1. Suck your belly button in, 2, 3. You're trying to keep that core engaged that whole way through here. 5, 6, 7, good. 8, 2 more, 9, and 10. Nice, okay. Tuck. I couldn't remember what the last exercise was. Okay, here we go. I know, it's a lot of back and forth, and that's A-okay. Feet wide. Again, assess on your band, right? You already did this one time around. If you feel like, hey, I can maybe go up another one, take yourself up. If you feel like, woof, my hips are on fire, we are struggling, go ahead and lower it down. You can also, again, remove this band. That's perfectly fine. And here we all go for 10. Again, if you need a little bit more of a challenge, your hands can come up for the knee tuck. And again, you're fighting against that band, making sure those knees and feet are not snapping back together. So there's a lot to control here, kind of across the board, right? That's 8, I think. 9, 10. Beautiful. Nicely done. Okay. Final time around for the people. Okay. You kind of talk yourself in on your push-ups. They're a very easy thing to talk yourself out of, right? So kind of get your mind right about the push-up situation. You're talking yourself into sucking your belly button in, squeezing your butt cheeks, right? Getting that nice, low, full range of motion. If you need to, just like on the floor, if we need to bring it all the way down and then get up how we can, that's perfectly fine. So let me show you one more time around for that one. If you need to lower, and then get up how you can, that's perfectly okay, right? You can always train on the down. All right, taking you on for 10 here. Squeeze your butt, suck in your core, and we're taking you on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're feeling spicy. Talk yourself in. 7. Come on. 8, 9, and 10. Right into the shoulders. If you're feeling fierce, go up 1 on your band, and we'll see how that goes for you. We're gonna go for 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fight the tension on the band. 8, 9, one more. 10. Great. Again, attacking the shoulders. We're going on the mountain climber. So again, shoulders are over those wrists. Suck the belly button in. Hover that knee for 1. Hover that knee for 2. A lot of low ab and a lot of hip flexor on driving that knee in for your mountain climber here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gucci, I like it. All right, final time on your knee tuck. Okay, band down around, roughly below the knee, kind of in the calf. Fight against the band, and we're taking it on for 10. Go for 2, 3, 4. Again, if you want more of a challenge, hands come up. If you feel like you need to, you can always bring those heels down between your reps, right? Again, stay smooth, stay confident in your last 4, your last 3. Suck that belly button in. 1. Nice. Great work. Whew. Okay. Spicy. Scandalous. Ooh, ah, posh. I love it. Again, I'll link these. I think they're like 15, 20 bucks. I love them. They hold very well. They don't snap. Bench, same deal. I'll link that as well, but love all of them. And we'll stretch, shall we? Let's bring the right arm across the chest. Make sure I'm not in my mic. Stretch out the shoulders a little bit here. Also a lot of shoulder work, a lot of hip work. Are you feeling solid? Are you feeling good? Yes, of course. Okay, I like that. Switch sides. Magical. I'm out of breath. A little bit, a lot of bit. Let's incorporate the bench for our stretch. We can sit here. Let's go ahead and put the right foot on top of the left knee. We can kind of lean forward a little bit. You'll feel that all on the outside of that hip. That was hostile. That was aggressive. And I liked it. I thought it was magical. I feel like we're vibing on week 2. We're doing big things, flip legs. Kind of settle in, and then you can always lean forward here. Go on the outside of that hip. Again, you can find stretching videos as well on this channel, so I will include those here in the, you can follow them after this video as well. Probably a good idea. As they say in the old YouTube world, if you like this video, like it. You can subscribe. We're gonna come all the way down, keep the feet together-ish, and kind of hang down. Feel it all in the backs of the legs. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, join the challenge if you stumbled upon this and haven't yet done week number 1. This will be a 4-week series of basically home to gym. So home to apartment gym to the local gym, home to apartment gym to local gym to a studio of some sort if you want to do that. So we'll get you there across the board, kind of a back to basics here. Roll it all the way up. Let's step nice and wide, and we'll come back down another time. This will be your last stretch here. Cool. Beautiful. As always, let's go ahead and roll it up. Give yourself a round of applause. Thank you for joining, and I will see you for day number 2, week 2.